Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman Adventures with Rhiannon, and it's Let's Play Kynseed part number 5. At the end of the last episode, we had a very major thing happen. We went from a 13-year-old child to an 18-year-old adult, and that had everything to do with Mr. Fairweather, I think his name was. I hope I'm saying it right this time. And he gave us the Kynseed, and for the price for that Kynseed was 5 years of our life. He also gave us a choice of 3 different gifts, and one of them was a clock. If you look at the top right hand corner now, no more dandelions. And all of a sudden, is that you? I don't believe it. I thought I'd never see you again. Where have you been? This is your sibling. What do you mean you don't know? You've been gone 5 years. You left us, left me without saying a word. We could have run away together, but you just disappeared, just abandoned me. Well, wasn't my fault. I woke up and, you're not making any sense. I tried to look at you at first, but Uncle Bill made sure I always came back. Didn't want to lose me, too. Then he started getting sick, and I had to stay and look after him. Somebody had to. So you're getting a view here of what happened. That's Uncle Bill. You believed in us, she says to Uncle Bill. All we wanted was to make you proud. Perhaps you will both find each other in the woods and run together. I will join you one day. Thank you for everything you did for us. May the waters take you well. Goddesses bless you. After that, it was my turn to leave. There was no point in sticking around. Only reason I came here today is because it's my birthday, our birthday, and I thought, I don't know what I thought. I never wanted to see this place again. Far as I'm concerned, you can keep it, what's left of it. Oh, before I go, take this. It's a key to that door we always wanted to look behind. I just couldn't bear to open it, and maybe you should take a look inside yourself. I'll be in town for a while, maybe see what's going on at the Festival Green these days. If you want to say goodbye before I leave. Oh, and happy birthday. And she gives us a cellar key. It says find the matching lock. And what a turn of events. Willow Farm is now yours. You'll be able to raise a family here and use it as your base of operations. For now, though, head to the pond west of your house on the crest of the hill. Plant the Kynseed on the spot there. You can also leave the Vale if you wish, as you are now of age. So feel free to explore the world and the world beyond. Better still, you won't fall asleep at 11 p.m. Spring is here. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. So, wow, what a change of events. So interestingly, the hampered quest that we had before, it's still on there. And the I've dropped one, that was another quest that was there before the 5 years started. It's there too. We still need to feed the pig, apparently. We do need to plant the Kynseed, and we need to investigate, I'm speaking very, very quickly. So this is the brownie bowl. Pot the brownie, looks after your house and babies while you're away, but requires reward. Each day you need to place an item into the bowl. This can be anything. Forget to make an offering, and Pot will give you a little curse. Each day he will add another up to the maximum of 6. These curses are, and these are the curses that happen if you forget. First day is a rotten core. Second day, a curdle, meaning your milk will be curdled. Third day, the bees are lazy and no honey. Fourth day, loose lips, fish won't bite. And 5, bailiff, a larder, has 1 random item that removed at midnight. Number 6 is befuddle. Your children can't learn. So that's what happens if you forget 6 days in a row. All of those bad things will happen to you. So the moral of the story is make an offering in this bowl every single day. So don't forget. Very important. And it can be anything. Now, I've read all kinds of suggestions here, and we will figure it out as we go along. We got some mail, annual events. Year 1, deaths. Old Jacob was chosen for the Summertide Herald. God, that was us. In year number 2, Rosemary Brown was born to Arthur Brown and Teresa Brown. So they have a new child. So that kind of gives you a summary of what happened in the last 5 years, which wasn't a whole lot. I expected a lot more than that. So again, we got the Kynseed and we had to pay for it. It was for 5 years of our life to pay for it. And we didn't have any choice in the matter, really. But it was an important part, and we're going to get that Kynseed planted. I'm going to pet the cow to make sure we keep getting milk and feed the cow. And at this time, we don't have too many containers. We need to gather honey and gather milk for the things that we're going to need later on. It's like, okay, I clicked on one. There it is. Time, gather the time. And, oh, hi, Pot. Well met again. Dreaming One, not that Pot. Name that pot is recalled our fun. I asked you questions very deep long ago when you were asleep. Lost your kin, but don't be glum. A legacy is yet to come. The farm is yours, and I, your friend, will dust the hearth and men's beds to mend. What's next for you, I would guess? Dreams of doors, so seek it, yes. Northgate beckon, the world outside. Adventures many and pigs to ride. I'm not riding any pigs. No, thank you. Another gift I give to you, pot my name and nature too. This will gather reputation, so off you go without hesitation. So now we can gain reputation we couldn't before. See the world and fill the jar, make friends near, do tasks afar, slay many beasts, attack Perry Block, own many shops, and raise your stock. Seek the ones that lay below, those who sleep from long ago. Then you can a legend be. Go now and make history. So now we can gather reputation from all of these things that you see here. And we'll come back, and I'm sorry I'm going too fast here, but there's lots of ways to gain reputation, and we will find them as we go. And you'll see your reputation bar, which is going to show up here when we're done with this part. And it goes up, and things happen as your reputation increases. So you can press the K button on a keyboard to see your reputation and your levels and how far you're getting to the next level. So different things happen as you go on. Let's see, is that everything? Okay. We still have the same tasks and skills levels that we were at before the 5 years, so none of that has changed. We still have some skills to unlock, and you see now that it says we're a fledgling, so we start with 0 reputation and we'll go up from there. And there's that dandelions we don't really need anymore except for other stuff. And that door open, we've been in this one, right? Yes, this is the mine that we had looked at. This is the same one. We don't really need to go in here. I thought this is where we were supposed to be going, but it's actually not. And we can get some ore, but I wasn't really interested in that. I was trying to find where I was supposed to be going. I got completely turned around here. It's like, okay, get a little bit of ore. Again, I really don't like blacksmithing. I don't like that part of the game. We get a taste of it before. Where the heck are we at? Okay, we are in someplace I don't want to be. Moss Whisper Ruin. That's way down south. So we popped into there. There's Crumbleblock Chalk Mine. It's like, holy cut, I don't want to do this. Oh, but I'll take the rainbow mushroom. So what I'm trying to do is, there was some place that we were supposed to be able to go to. Getting very confused here. That we had a key to, and apparently our sibling mentioned it, that it was a place we couldn't get into before, but there's a key, and she says she never used the key, so we could use it if we wanted to. And I think I'm getting all turned around here, but that's all right. We'll get it figured out. I should have explored this mine before, and I just never had. We can go all kinds of places. We're now Crumbled Chalk Mine. There's another mushroom. Is it ready? I will take it. Rainbow mushroom. So again, and Testy Acres is to the left, so you can see that we've got a whole other areas that we haven't been to yet. And we could have done this before, but I didn't explore all this, so that's okay. We'll get it explored sooner or later. I want to get back to the farm if I can figure out my way to go. I think it's up and to the left, I think. Yeah. Maybe up a little more and to the left. So as you can see, we've had quite a turn of events here that had happened, and there'll be more times where you decide to get things from Fairweather and you have to pay for them with years of your life. So there may be some things that you really want really badly, and you'll have to decide if it's worth it. So for now, you're 18 years old, and we're going into this place we couldn't get into before, and we used the key that our sibling gave us. And there was there was a bunch of money there. If you're reading this, then you have returned and I have gone into the cycle of nature. I prayed to the goddesses every day for your safe return. Your sibling looked after the farm well, but I could sense I was holding them back. Your strange friend Trig told me you would return, but could not tell me where you had gone, then gave me hope that you would come here. That did. If you're reading this, then know I am very fond of you. I just have a feeling that you will become an extraordinary person one day. I actually used to dream you owned a business, many in fact. And I'm sorry I'm reading this really quickly. I wasn't sure if I'd left enough time on the screen to read the book, because I certainly meant to, and I'll do that in the future. I'll be slowing down a lot so you can read. I'll be reading all of the text. How I would have loved those dreams to be a reality. You would be a great success. You would be a great success. I'm certain perhaps we'll meet again one day as I run around your garden or flutter past your window at night looking for the light. With love, William Stone. So that's our lovely, lovely note from Uncle Bill. He was something else. So what do we got here? A 10 ward. So that's something that we can wear when we have to fight. That will protect us a little bit. Witch? I'm not sure. Which is which. Our informative guide will help you identify hags from the hag knots. Each month, our magazine will tell you secrets that you need to know about your favorite cackling crones, from the bitter forest hags of Simplewood and their spiked vines to the deadly and violent water hags of Midwood, slashing folks from their dark puddles. Each month, we will detail these dangerous denizens with full-color illustrations. Part 1 comes from a miniature night hag, complete with a swingable lantern and authentic hair. Okay. Part 2 will cost 15 times what you paid for the first one, because you've got by the cream crack. We've got you by the cream crackers. Part 3 will likely never appear, so you will never be able to collect the set. Available at all good news pigeons. So again, the dialogue and stuff in this game is just insanely funny sometimes when you read it. So I guess I'm just double looking around here and making sure there's nothing else I need to pick up or click on. So we picked up some money. I'm not sure exactly how much it was, because I think we had about 100, and we just picked up. I mean, we had 150, I think, and we had another 100 we just picked up. So awesome. We appreciate that extra money. And just kind of looking around the farm, it is springtime, and you can see the colors are different in spring than it is in the summer, and I think we have summer and fall. And I noticed, we've got fruits. Let's knock them off. And you can see that our skills are still about what they were before. So they don't increase in those 5 years, but you don't lose anything in those 5 years. And you don't lose anything else that happened as far as I know. It's like, okay, what did I do? Oh, I picked up some of the fertilizer. So we will be working on farming. You can see that we hardly did any farming as a child. We've got some of the initial stuff that Bill requested that we do. So we need to, okay. Look at this area right here. This is where the Kynseed needs to be put, and we just click on it, and the Kynseed, which is something you can't actually see, pops up, and it's kind of closing in, and bam, it gets planted. And it completed task, plant the Kynseed. So that's the Kynseed. It will stay there indefinitely. This is the Kynseed tree screen. Here you can uproot the Kynseed to end your life early and pass on to your chosen heir. If you have no heir, a choice will be given. It is advised to nurture your heirs, as any stats they gain from learning would be added to the next generation, making them more powerful each time. You can also view challenges here. Fill these objectives during your lifetime for rewards. Stat token, which will increase stats. Fairweather token, which reduce the cost of arcane items. Stamina token, which will give you an extra dot of stamina in combat. So this is what the menu looks like for your Kynseed. And these things here are the things you need to work on. Animal race, animal lover, crafter, relationships, reputation, money, So these are things you need to work on, and I guess you get bonuses and things if you complete them before you die. So again, I haven't reached that at all, so I really don't know, but I know you can check that Kynseed anytime. Do you know the secret of cows? I ain't telling you. So Pot is kind of rude sometimes. And so it's like, really? So he is a character and a half. And so I'm just kind of looking over and reminding myself, what do I have in my inventory? Well, I've got 3 glass jars. I've got a tin bucket. All 4 of those can carry honey, water, and milk. And I'm just looking here. There's my armor thing that I can wear if I have to go fight. I've got 12 seeds currently. And my task says head out of the Vale via the north gate. And I had never done that before, so I guess I can do that. Can't plant the wheat yet, but I can plant that, whatever it was that I just picked, and carrots. So I can put carrots here. And because it's raining, it's watering the plants just fine. You can see those are getting watered. Some plants are going to need watering every day. You need to check them. And other plants don't need watering after the first one. So these seeds that I'm currently planting, this is cabbage. You can tell there's a little, like a swoop, a little bit of a circle thingy, and that means they have to be watered and you need to check them. So I'm not heading the right direction, but that's okay. Again, I'm looking over everything and like, okay, what happened? What changed? I still have the same exact fish that I had before the 5 years. So your character itself just is bigger. So you start out just a short little character, and now I'm bigger than I was. But the same character. I'm double checking to see if I got anything I can take, and I don't know. I think I have enough river trout. Oh, that's because we had river trout that last day. We had an exciting thing happen. It's like, oh, look at all these river trout. So we pulled them out of the river. So I don't know how many for sure we had, but I thought I saw something right there. I did. Look to the left. There's a proverb right off the little area there. And can I fish it? Yes, I can. So don't forget that you can do that. And it was a proverb for gassy apple use. So kind of keep that your minds on that, watching for those proverbs and books and things that you could reach with your fishing. And just using my sickle to cut down a little bit of hay. That's going to come into play a little bit later, but I was kind of wandering around thinking, okay, let's see what we got here. And I see there's a traveling merchant in town. Well, what does he have that we might need? So he's got some seeds. He's got a recipe. He's got a chicken leg and some meat. I guess it's a pork chop that we can use. And a druid effigy, which I think somebody actually wanted. So let's see. That was a druida effigy. That was supposed to be at the burial grounds. I don't know if you could buy one, if that would take the place of the one you got to go search for. Not sure. Again, completing these tasks here gets us further along. Don't forget there's individual quests from people, and then there's kind of your main story quest line, more or less. If you follow the story, it progresses you in the game, and there's no rush to do so. Absolutely no rush. So like, okay, let's come up here. I want to look at this book. I can buy the shop for 500. I have 250. And I think that probably I'm going to be a shop owner, and I do believe that I will purchase the apothecary first. So I'm thinking, what else do I need to do? Where am I going? There's the north gate that way. I still have not opened up all of the map stones on the Candlewitch Village, which I really want to do. I need to get to it. We have lots of things that we need to do. And of course, we still have this fishing bug. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, I wanted to find out what you wanted, but you got in my way. In the meantime, I wanted to catch a fish. Oh, yeah. A firefish? Really? I've never caught a firefish before. So that's cool. I don't know why it was there. I don't know if it's our skill. I don't know if it was luck. I have no idea what prompted me to catch a firefish. I thought, well, that's pretty daggone cool. I didn't know there was such a thing. So, again, I don't know if it's our skill, and I'm not sure. what changes or what caused that to, you know, we never caught one there before, so why did we catch one there now? So I don't know. There's so many things that we don't know. So we'll find out. It's kind of fun, don't you think? What do we got here? Cointel. Okay, a 3-star cointel, so that's good. Higher quality is good for money purposes. Plus, as Twig starts asking us for fish for skill upgrades, he's going to start giving it. He has already said I have to have, you know, 2-star or whatever. So those are going to be important as we go on. And we'll check out this little pond here. Oh, don't run away. Come back. Nibble, come on. Ah, there we go. Oh, look at that. My fishing skill went extra yield chance 25%. So my skill went up. Finally. So that's awesome. So I think I'll have to research this. I shouldn't be saying because I don't know for sure. What I'm getting the impression of is that your skill does one thing, and then the bonuses or things that you improve with your fishing master does something else, I think. So we'll watch it. I just wanted to say hello to Teresa, and I'm coming down to the Brown's house. And let's see. Oh, there's their new baby over there in the crib. Look at that, the cute little baby. Introduce myself to Rosemary Brown. Hello there. Oh, look at the funny words. So they had a new baby girl. So that would be Arthur Brown's sister. And Arthur Brown was, gosh, how old was he before we had our 5-year jump? I don't know. I think he was, see, we were 13. He was 17. Is that right? We'll find out. So I've got some things that I need to get to here. I still need to find the map stone for so many areas. I have so much to do. It's like, okay, maybe we shouldn't have done all that fishing. On the other hand, sure we should have. Look at that. We have 250 in our pocket. So, oh, hi, Arthur. Yes, hello. Bless you this day, he says. We're going to give him a gift. He likes blueberries, so we happen to have a blueberry. And our relationship has gone now up to over almost 2.5 hearts now. I started to say stars, it's hearts. Many gratitudes. There once lived a woman who found a baby fox tangled in an old tree root. It is said that the tail made of flames, but they blaze cold rather than heat. It is likely it ran from its fey owner and became lost. Again, I'm sorry I'm reading so fast because I don't know how much time I have. So we'll get it down. One day the fox vanished, but a small bag of silver was left on her windowsill. Okay, that's very interesting. Goodbye. So that was interesting. So we're in the burial grounds area. We still haven't found the map stones. I haven't clicked on the goddess statue there, so I need to make sure I do that. 2 more map stones are in this area, it says. So that was the first one I found. A kukodu. And I'm kind of looking around for some more proverbs, and it's 7 p.m. It's so weird not seeing the dandelions. And when I have to admit, when I did my first playthrough, I picked something else of one of the 3 choices. And looking back on it and watching other playthroughs, I decided that the clock was more important. This is a date location, and I found a map stone. This looks like where our uncle was buried and had the funeral and was shipped off to sea. And this is burial ground, so that makes perfectly good sense. So that little area over there, and we had seen it before, is where he was buried. Grave lilac, okay. That's interesting. And some more rainbow mushrooms. And here's another one of those standing stone rock areas. There's more, is that grave lilac? Yeah, grave lilac is something interesting. And I'm looking for I think it's an effigy that we're looking for over here. So we'll keep looking. Oh, Druida effigy. That's the one that we needed. Let's make sure I dropped one. Is it? Yes, return it to Herbert Lemon. So we will return that to Herbert Lemon. We have so many things to do. Oh my gosh. And let's see. So I've marked him. So you can see that you can have certain quests show on your screen. You could also have one attached to the that or way. And that one is what it shows you whenever you click on to have, it's F1 on a keyboard to show you the fairies. Or I should say the fairies show you where to go for that one location. So I'm still looking around here. Oh good, I found another map stone and it says mapped regions. So now the whole area of the burial grounds is completely opened up. So good. I'm glad. Okay, it's still something we need to do. We have so much to do. And we need to find Herbert Lemon. And I've still got the North Gate one marked. I'm not sure what I was thinking here. So again, the wonderful fairy showing us our way. So I find it interesting that after becoming an adult, not having to worry about that 11 o'clock, the 11 o'clock deadline to get in bed, I tend to not worry about it as long as I can see. So it's not too dark, I can see, so I don't pay attention to the clock as much because it will automatically save at 6 a.m. So, you know, if you don't want to have to worry about it, you can just play and it'll save itself. So you can see that I'm still have the North Gate marked and I'm headed that way still. And it is 10 p.m. So normally I'd be panicking right now because it would be saying, you know, you're getting sleepy. Well, apparently you don't get sleepy as an adult anymore. So you have more time in the day. I'm at the North Gate. Head out of the Vale via the North Gate. So while I'm in the North Gate, it says to head out of the Vale. So there's different, I don't know what to call them, regions. There's different regions and different towns within those regions. So we're in the North Vale, but oh look, Herbert Lemon, strategy and fey dealings. Herbert knows such things. Herbert also knows what you seek. Now you are of age, you can pass the gate and find it. Yes, you can. Seek the circle, the world beyond waits with adventure and danger. If you need to protect yourself, seek Master Jogon in Rivermore, just beyond this door. Okay, so he's unlocking a gate, so now we can, in theory, go out that way from the Vale into a new area. And my new task says find the monolith to learn combat. So we really don't know what that's about yet, but we're kind of wandering along this way. It's so dark here, and if it's cloudy, like it's a little bit cloudy, I'm having a heck of a time seeing this. See where I'm walking, because I'm not walking into a wall or into a post or something. I'm just having a really hard time seeing. This is Cunning Plots and Mellow Fields, so we've got a whole new area that we're coming into that we haven't seen before, and we couldn't until we became an adult. So there's a number of areas that get opened up to you over time, and this is our second area. Really, I just want to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, proverb. Got to stop for that. Oh, something about a pumpkin. All right. I didn't know we had pumpkins. Oh my gosh. We're going somewhere. Mellow Brook in Mellow Fields. Okay. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mellow Fields is the region as like the Vale. And there's so many people, we haven't met them yet. And we will eventually. I'm just trying to follow this along and find the monolith, whatever a monolith is. So still not sure. We're in out lane of Mellow Fields. Okay. And I know there's things we're missing. Look how dark this is. When I was playing, and even right now, I can barely see where I'm going. So hopefully I don't have to do a whole lot of things at night. I know there's certain fish that you catch. Stone crown in the hub. What? Wow, I'm so lost. So it's like, where the heck am I? Learning combat, speak to Jogon in Rivermore. Yeah, I'm resetting that. It's like, okay, I'm going much further than I want to go. I see that there is supposed to be a goddess statue over here. So again, I saw that proverb and I knew it was there, but it's like I just can't see. So I'll do as much as I can during the days, and if there's things I have to do at night, I'll try to make sure it's a nice, bright, shiny night, as opposed to a really super dark one that I can't see diddly squat. So, okay. And there were no offerings. Okay, I don't even know what day of the year it is. So I'm going home. I'm tired from wandering around in the dark. And there's our trippy trip. Transportation, fast transportation. Again, I'm looking at my different ones and making sure that I have the right that-away set for Herbert Lemon. There's so many local things, it feels like I was jumping ahead, way too far ahead. It's like, wait a minute. There's so many things I want to do locally. It's pouring down rain. I still picked up a dandelion because I'm still going to use that to feed the pig. And kind of looking over here. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. The brownie bowl. This is the brownie bowl. And we need to make sure it gets something in it every single day. I had read somewhere someone put gassy apples in there. It's like, okay, it doesn't seem to matter what you put in there. So investigate a strange door, which find the monolith. So we'll have to go do that in the circle. And we need to go see Herbert. And I like the nice warm fire, and I'm going to sleep right here, and it's going to save the game at 6 a.m. And I'm going to reiterate to you that you guys that want to optimize your time, you don't have to sleep at all. It'll just save your game at 6 a.m. So I'm looking here, it's like, what are you doing here? You should learn to cook again. What do you mean, learn to cook again? I know how to cook. Rude. Make good friends with our cow. Give them carrot. I don't know why I give the cow carrots. I think it's because I think of horses and how they like carrots. And we're going to feed truffles. A dandelion. Good use for dandelions, in my opinion. Oh, and there's my fertilizer. Thank you so much, pig. And I don't know if it makes that big of a difference. I don't know if it changes the quality very much. I honestly do not know. Those are the things I haven't figured out yet. So as we figure things out, we'll talk about them. And again, if you want a power game, there's people that would be more than happy to help you power game. And I did not, so we can only do the goddess on the 7th and the 14th. So I couldn't pick anything. I couldn't choose anything, so I don't. I guess you get to go this first week of the year without any blessing. So I don't know. I don't know if I did something wrong, or I'm not sure. So Herbert Lemon is what we've got our that-away set to, and it's saying go this way. It's like, okay. So I think Herbert Lemon was the one that was opened the north gate for us, but we didn't have an option to give him anything. He just said, we had this whole conversation thing with him, and he opened the gate. So now we got to go find him. It's like, where'd you go? Still picking my dandelions, obsessive compulsive, pick them up. And who is this? And there's my key, hitting the right keys. Oh, wait. This is Herbert Lemon's house. Now I could just put it in the mailbox, or I can go in and talk to him. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to him in case he has something he wants to tell me about. Here's your Druida effigy. Thanks, just what I asked for. And here's 12 brass. Okay, and 5 reputation points. Okay, good. Not really need anything. So we got we're supposed to learn combat, and we're supposed to go to a strange door. And Jogon, no, there's no R. Jogon is where? Oh, Rivermore's right there. So we're in North Gate, so we're really close to there. So we can just go north from where we are at, and we should be able to find that Jogon character who's supposed to teach us combat. So again, I'm not really big into combat in the game, but this initial beginning where you need to talk to all of the skill master people to kind of advance the storyline. So I'm going to go ahead and do that part. Plus there's something that you have to do later. So I thought, okay, that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and at least get this part of this out of the way. I'm not sure where the heck I'm supposed to go. It's a little bit cloudy, so I'm having trouble seeing. Like, okay, where do I go? Oh, a proverb about catnip. Catnip? We haven't seen any of that. Obviously, we have a lot of exploring to do. And you can see it's getting more and more cloudy, and I'm having a really hard time seeing the screen. I'm walking into walls, and what is this? This is a sheep, I think? Not sure. Yeah, we'll give it a dandelion. Why not? Oh. Bah. Okay, that's definitely a sheep. And the sheep gave fertilizer and I didn't see it, so that's okay. It's almost embarrassing to look back at some of these recordings because I'm like, oh, how embarrassing that I miss things. But, you know, I think all of you, if you look back at your own playing, it would be the same. Quillen notes, dark forests are combat zones and named by difficulty. You'll be able to pair your load out. So before you battled, you're going to you get some preparation ahead of time before battle. Again, battles I don't like, and I'll try to avoid it as long as I can. And here we go. How do, Jogon? Och, you've come to batter some besties, mash up some monsters. Not in the state ye aren't. Not see ye before, and I would feel bad if I was to let ye go wandering in there and get eaten. Well, thank you. I am Jogon, master of hand-to-hand combat. I can teach you the basics to at least let myself feel slightly less guilty when ye do get chomped. Meet me inside the burrow just over there to the west, and let's get cracking some skulls. Bring a sword. Okay. I have no sword. Have you come? See, he repeats what he just said. Even though he had an asterisk above his head. I think it's because I don't have a sword. So I'm not sure what to do. Get a sword. Go to Poppy Hill Blacksmiths and either buy a sword or craft one, then return to Jogon for more instructions. If you don't know where Poppy Hill is, set this task as active and press F1 or click the left, press F1 and the that way will guide you. So while I was sitting there thinking about what do I do, all I needed to do was check my quest log and it told me what to do. I need to go get a sword and here's where you can get one. And it told me to set my that way to find out how to get where I needed to get. And this is Homesteads in Summerdown. Again, I don't know my areas very well, so I'll learn them eventually. This whole area is brand new. Ooh, Charmweed, yes. I'm glad I stopped for that. It's still sending me over this way to go that way. Oh, I should have clicked that goddess statue. Ah. We'll get them all, don't worry. Poppy Hill, Summerdown. It says I'm in the region for this task. So Poppy Hill, named for poppies apparently. So apparently there's a blacksmith or something here. And all these people I haven't met. And so we can buy a sword or we can make a sword. Introduce ourselves. Nair's Nail. Hey there, I'm Nair's Nail. It's funny because I work in a blacksmith where we make nails. I prefer painting nails and then making them personally. Yes, a new friend. I love collecting friends like I do nail polish. I bet you think it's strange that I work here and nothing like a blacksmith. I'm not very good at anecdotes. I told my father I wanted to work with nails and he said I should try here. I didn't know it was a blacksmith till accepted by Hannah. I meant fingernails. Oh, how funny. Have a good one. You too. That's too funny. And let's see, does she have a sword? She has a sword we could buy for 15. So we can go find ore or we can get the mold and make our own. I decided to take the shortest route and to buy the sword. Now I got to go back and find Jogon in the burrow. And I also need to do that. So it's like, okay, which, I have to figure out which to do first. And away we go with our sword. Again, I'm not into blacksmithing. I've seen it. We did the sickle. We had to learn how to do it, and I don't like it. I'm not good at it. I just assumed go the shortest route to get what I need, which was to go buy that sword. It was only 15, and I've got plenty currently plenty of brass. And then I actually saw that goddess statue. It's like, yes. And we could, return to goddess on a goddess day to make offerings. So we can't make an offering. I thought we could, and I thought, oh, good, exciting. No, you can't. Come back on goddess day, which is the 7th, and I think today's the 2nd. So we're going to go see about this Jogon person and learn some combat, I guess. I don't have the maps open. I'm just kind of, oh, there's a proverb. Do I see it? Yes, I do. A glass tier. Ooh, guys, there's so many things. There's just so many things. It's overwhelming. Not there. Where was I supposed to go? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It looks like there's a whole bunch of places here. Ooh, a map stone. Yes. And there's 3 more in this area, for real? Oh my goodness. So in the borough, Burial Hall in Rivermore, just west of Simplewood entrance. Okay. We'll figure it out, don't worry. It's spooking looking. You can't miss it. Well, the whole thing is spooking looking. So he's supposed to be in here somewhere. So we'll find him, just as long as we don't leave the area. Pick up charmweed, sorry. And that, again, we're just collect everything that you see. So we'll figure it out. At least it's not cloudy or anything else. I think that's Simplewood right there. Oh, where did our Jogon go? Oh, yeah, this is Simplewood. We're leaving now. That's a place where you would be doing battle. And Dark Forest or combat zones. Okay, we already read that one. Maybe in here? I don't know. There he is. Jogon. Okay, ready to learn the fine art of clobbering? Then let's get cracking. Let's cracking with the knack. And as you see, you have 3 positions you can move to. Each move deletes your stamina a tad. In combat is all about stamina. Your stamina is shown below your feet. Keep moving up and down with the left stick or W and S keys. So up and down is W and S. And I'm gonna stick with keyboards because that's what I'm using. So we moved up and down. And this is kind of a defensive thing, but you do need to know how to do it. So we learned how to do that. Great. Use that dodge incoming attacks, now clobbering. See those dummies? Either click on one with your cursor. You can't directly attack the support on the back. Okay, forward range you. So you can only fight the ones that are like basically in front. If somebody far in the back, you can't attack them. I'm just kind of summarizing this. And I'm sorry I went through that way too quickly. But you can fight diagonally. So you basically, it shows you right there that you use your mouse button. So I use my left mouse button to that. I can click that one and go to that one and hit that one, and he vanished, and now that one vanished. So it makes these are real super easy ones. You're not going to see these easier ones. Nicely done. Now let's add some obstacle. Enemies can place down things on what we call nodes to hurt or hinder you. These are the positions halfway between you and the monsters. Some you can smash, but others you can evade by attacking diagonally. Try smashing these dummies and avoid the obstacles. So they've got these stones things that are in the way, so we can actually attack some of the things that are in the way, or you can go diagonally to attack. Instead of attacking from the middle, we attack from the bottom there. So yeah, that one I can go diagonally from up there, but I couldn't go straight forward. So you can kind of see more or less how battle works. Again, I'm not going to be your battle person. Nice! You can also use items too. Press B or an E on a keyboard, click on the target to use the item, or use the left stick to highlight the target and press A to use. Items can be used on yourself, nodes, or be thrown directly at the enemy. I've given you a selection, so try to use them all now. So I'm not very good at this part. I really am. And so it's like, okay, I know I'm supposed to hit E, and I can cycle through Tough Skin Powder, Bee Jar, Stink Bomb. So I just didn't understand really how to use the different things, and I still don't really understand it. And so you'll have to forgive me for even showing you this, because I didn't do very good. Now I'm sure by the time we get further in here, I'll figure stuff out. I know I can use Tough Skin Powder on myself because that makes me tougher. So I should be able to click me. And I don't see that it did anything, that I accomplished what I was trying. I thought, well, let's throw a bee jar. Somehow I did. So in theory, since they're being attacked by bees, I should be able to kill them easily. Stink bomb, I think, okay, let's try that. And I wasn't able to throw it or do anything with it. Probably end up throwing it on myself and hurt myself, most likely. So I guess it needs to go on the empty square, I'm thinking. Again, please forgive me for having such a bad part to show you here, because I really don't understand how combat works very well. I know he's trying to show me, and I'm thinking, I don't get it. And I only do the minimal amount of combat that we have to do to further the storyline. And that's going to be my plan as much as possible going forward. And I know I'll get better. And then when I have an error, that error will get better. So maybe I'll get better. I don't know. See, I'm clicking with the mouse, clicking the mouse, clicking the mouse. That's awful. I'm so sorry. There, I threw a stink bomb, finally. That's the way. Now let's teach you some defense. You can block attacks with your left trigger or space. Meet Bob the Hob. He's very well something and won't hurt ye. But try to block his attacks. Yeah, I'm only confused a whole lot. So if you hit your space bar on a keyboard, it makes a block. So when he comes to hit you, it can block some of the attack. It doesn't block the attack all the time. You can see it just pushed me back a little bit, and I lost a little bit of stamina, but that's it. It didn't hurt me a health. That's the stuff. If he has a higher strength than your toughness, they will chip damage. So you can get damaged even though you've got a block up. So it says watch your health at the top left. And that's the basics done. I could teach you about timing your hits so you can do extra ones, but that at least get out of Bob, Crab, and Timothy if you can get. So this is like super basics of battle, and you know, I'm not giving you a very good demonstration, so don't use my videos for learning how to do battle in any way, shape, or form. I am terrible at it. I've always been terrible in battle. So I'm grateful that so far, anyway, of what I've seen, I don't have to do a ton of battling. Ow! He stabbed me. I like it when you get enough stamina. Sometimes you can hit them twice and get a critical hit. I did learn that. We'll see that if we end up having to do battle soon. We'll see. When one of those ones in the that dies out in front, the one in the back will generally move up, and I was kind of waiting for him to do that. So it's like, come on, dude, move. There he goes. So he came down to attack me. I moved out of the way just in time. So defense is a really good thing, and it works to keep you alive and not get hurt so much. So anyway, we'll get rid of him there, and you can see I'm just swinging away and being an idiot, using up my stamina. So there he goes. You fall down, and it's kind of a slow animation. I got a fast computer. Out of that, I got a hob tooth. So that's one of the rewards. A knockout. You knocked his tooth right out. As promised, here's a trick that save your skin should you be good enough to pull it off under pressure. It's called the parry. All you do is time your block as the enemy is swinging at you. If you do it right, then you will be stunned. They will be stunned, a mo, and you won't lose stamina and can counter quickly. Parrying can also knock your back projectiles. So if someone chucks something at you, hoy it back at them. Is that what it's going to say? Hoy it back at them. You can try that out for yourself when you're fighting. Learn to read the baddies' attack tells. Good luck out there, and come see me at my house in Rivermore if you want to learn more skills. All right, completed task. We learned combat. So again, the game is directing us to go to these different skill masters. So the next one is ranged combat, and we have to go see Moon the Archer. And we also need to go to that monolith. So I thought, well, let's go to that monolith because I think we're closer to it now than we were if we were at home. So we'll go find out. So again, the game leads you to these masters. Oh, look at these. I think these are called Bowing Nancy's. So we're going to grab those flowers. Again, we're going to try to catch. I did just miss a proverb. We're going to try to get as many things like that as we can. But the game directs you to each of these skill masters, just like it did to Twig when you were a kid. And it's going to teach you the skills that you need to know, which I think there's 5 skills. And so we're going to be learning one at a time. And I so wisely saw the goddess statue. So we can fast travel here anytime that we want now for the cost of an apple. And we're in Cunning Pot, so you can see the map is starting to show more and more of it to us. And again, I'm looking for that monolith. I missed my turn, missed my spot. Where is it? That says date location. What that's for is when you get a little older, you can go on dates with people and they will suggest an area. And so I'm discovering those areas so that I'll go get that mapstone. I'm discovering the area of a place that could be a possible date location. So you find those as you wander around and find the monolith. Follow my fairy dust. And again, I'm passing all these people that I'll eventually want to meet or need to meet. It's just I'm not ready for that yet. I'm kind of powering through some of this beginning stuff, trying to get it off my quest log, learning these skills that I have to learn. And so that's why I'm not stopping to meet. I hadn't even met everybody in the Vale yet. So I kind of want to do it more organized fashion instead of willy-nilly. Oh, I wanted whatever that was. It wouldn't give it to me. And the reason why you keep seeing that screen is I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to hit the F1. Which is the one that shows you the fairy sparkles, but I keep hitting the escape key because I'm not looking at my keyboard, and the escape key brings up the thing where you can log out and stuff. That's why you see it sometimes, so sorry. I'll try to get better at that as we go along. I thought I saw something that I could pick up, and I passed a mapstone. Okay, we're in the circle of Hub. It's like, okay. There's 4 more. There are 5 mapstones. This must be a huge map. Yeah, goodness sakes. Okay. So we're supposed to find something called a circle. A date location. Okay, cool. Like, and it says I'm in the right place, so I just got to find something called the circle. And this looks like a pretty good size area. We'll learn it all soon or later. Find the monolith, huh? That looks like a monolith right there to me. Does that look like a monolith to you? There's a circle there. So I think what I was looking to see, what are my tasks? What am I supposed to be doing? And I think I just need to go over there by the monolith, but I was just double checking. Find the monolith. Seek the stone monolith in the circle. This region lies to the north, but you'll need to go through the middle. Okay, tell me how to get there. Yes, I am in the Creek region. I just need to go down south. Go. I knew what I needed to do. There we go. Found it. Click on it. Within this tomb lie the grandmasters of legend, heroes who forged the agreement and who guard the myrrh. If you seek judgment of your worth, you must open the door. Only those skilled may enter for consideration, learn 5 skills, and stand on the stone circle. This will grant you entry only. Judgment will come from the Mer itself. So I've found the monolith, clicked on it, it told me something, and it says Seek the Grandmasters is now my next skill, or my next task. But it says I have to learn 5 skills total. So it tells you seek out Twig, Old Mother Hubbard, Jogon, Moon, Marshite, and fulfill their quests. So Moon is another one. So I have 3 out of the 5 to go before I can go in that special room right there, and I don't really know what it is. So we're going to go ahead and set that on our that-a-way. And you can see there's so many places that we have not been yet. And it's going to take time, but we'll get there. We have lots of time and lots of fun in between. I wanted to point out that up on the top left-hand corner, you can click to show locations, exits, homes, different things. Once you got the map completely open, and it'll show you different things that you need to see. So I'm thinking that there's a proverb, hag's tooth. Okay, good. I think we need to go see, and there's another map stone. Get it while we can see it. 3 more. I think 5 is the most I've seen anywhere on any particular map. And where are we now? The shingles in the hub. 4 more. This is also 5. Whew, goodness. So many things to learn and do. You can get overwhelmed. But once I get these 5 skills done, then I can go at a different pace and learn different things. Oh, come on. Get back on my fishing rod. Thank you. What is it? It's a firefish. Wow. Okay. And, I'm not even noticing. It's 6 p.m. I'd be freaking out about now. If I was a kid, but I'm not a kid any longer. I'll take the coin tail. Sure. Like, okay. Little fish in there to kind of calm the nerves. Yeah, let's see. We still have Moon the Archer. Here's another map stone. 3 more to find. Whew. So I do keep opening my map a lot, and that's kind of to figure out where I'm at on the map. Sometimes I do that if I want to try to find the goddess statue. So I did find a goddess statue, and it's like, okay, cool. So where am I at? So some of these places have a goddess statue, but I haven't gone there yet, and some of them don't have goddess statues. So we'll eventually find them all. So that's part of the fun. So headed back to Candle Witch Village. Got my dandelion for just in case. And here's another traveling merchant. And I'm going to pick up some seeds. They're not very much, and we'll go ahead and take them. Eventually, we're going to buy that loot. That becomes important later, but that's where you get it, so kind of make note of that. Flour is for cooking, so I'm kind of picking that up. I like to keep that in stock. I thought heavily about buying this loot because I knew ahead that I'm going to need it, but that's okay. I don't want to spend the 100 right now. I have 234, and I just thought, I'm not ready to spend that much of my money. I've got other things I need to be spending it on that I think I'll be spending it on, so we'll just let it go for now. Come on, give me some eggs. I don't have very many eggs. Seems like I should have a lot more eggs by now, but on the honesty, I've not been checking out the chickens very much. 8 p.m. I'm just noticing it now. I don't know if I ever noticed it when I was playing at that time. It's like, okay, what's over here? I think there had been a proverb or something over there. I still have not opened up this whole area, and I still have not found all the map stones. That's frustrating me a lot. I want to find all the map stones. I'm continuing to look, and I'll probably walk by them a dozen times before I find the one that I've been looking for. So, if you see it, don't worry, I'll find it eventually. It's really interesting. I keep looking at that thing. It's like, okay, why is that a stone with circles around it? I don't know the answer. I did not mean to go down. Sometimes I go a little bit further than I intended to go, and I did not mean to go down to Festival Green Vale. I was trying to find out if there was a map stone down there that I couldn't see, and I went too far. And that's okay. I know I've got that one. Ooh, look at that. Hello there, Primrose. We'll grab that while we're there. And one of the reasons that I look at the map a lot is say, okay, where am I at on the map? And so which direction do I need to go that I haven't been to? I.e. there, mapped region. Ta-da! Finally. Oh my gosh. And now you can see all the locations, all the homes, all the date spots, and the exits. So you got 4 exits from Kenowich Village. So I was really happy that I accomplished something. It's like, oh my gosh, I accomplished something. Let's take a break and go fishing, shall we? Come on. Ta-da! Gotcha. Cointail. Ooh, we got a double cointail. So that was because of the skill increase that we got. We have a chance to get double the fish. Like we did it again. We just got double the fish. For 1 fish became 2 fish, and only that we got 1 that time. So that's why we're going to start getting more fish. It was each cast is because of that skill increase. It won't happen every time. Obviously, it didn't happen just then, but it will start happening. So that's very fun. Really cool. Make fishing even more fun than it was before. So it looks like we're headed on home here, but just in case, it's like, okay, anybody want to jump on my fishing rod? Come on here. I saw you guys. You're hiding from me. They definitely are. So if you have patience, you can stand around and wait. I'm thinking, gosh, it's 11 o'clock at night. I really should go to bed, but I did see that fish and I really wanted it. You get good fish on this bridge right here if you can get them. But you saw he just darts away. You got to hit him pretty much right on the head. I don't know how I fit out my fishing bobber underneath and around like that. It looks pretty funny. It's like, okay, I could stand here all night and do this, but let's not. It's getting so dark and I couldn't see. It's like, okay, time to go. And don't be throwing your fishing rod on the ground. I hate it when I do that. Okay. Feels good to be getting home after all this time. 3 out of 5. I need 2 more skills. That's okay. We'll get there. We got plenty of time. If you remember our contract, we've got until age 50. So that's something to keep in mind. Age 50. So remember I picked up some seeds? So I thought, you know what? Let's plant those seeds. Because I do want to work on farming and gardening and things. Let's see, are they watered? Yeah, they haven't been watered yet, so obviously I've got to water them. So I do want to work on that as a as one of the things that I do. It's not, I've heard this called a farming simulation, and it is, but it's like a tiny part of it. It's not a huge part. You obviously don't have huge plots of land and to take care of and plant and harvest. I mean, to me it's a smallish part of this game, especially when you look at the entirety of it and all the things that you can do. So anyway, let me double check here to see if we've got any fruit on these trees or we've got things to harvest. Oh, we got tomatoes. Look at this. Tomato, 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 tomato. 1-star tomatoes. And those aren't ready. Our herbs aren't ready. So it's like, okay, it's 2 o'clock and I don't have to go to bed. I'm going to see if there's any fish. I already fished out that fish pond. So there's no fish. I can think about it. But there's a whistle root. Now, as far as I know, I only know of 2 locations where you can get whistle root. So it's important to come back and get that whistle root regularly. And I don't know how often it grows. So very important to pick that up, and that's one location to get it. I know of one other for sure, and if there's any more, I don't know where. So I couldn't even see the pear. I just knew it was on that tree somewhere, so I just hit the tree, kind of blended in. So you can see that my slingshot skill is going up. I'm almost past this first level here, and that's just from knocking fruit out of the trees. So anyway, I had heard or thought that doing the slingshot helps your skill, helps your stars on your fruits, but I don't think it actually does. I must have missed that completely. I'm seeing some weird dots on the ground. I don't know what those are. I'm just not sure what they are for. I don't know if they're bugs. I'm not sure. Just little black dots. If you know what they are, tell me, because I see them all the time and I don't know what they are. Okay, it's 3 a.m. and it's like, okay, let's double check. See if these do need to be watered. I really, really like the rainy days, and one of the reasons so I don't have to do this. So, anyway, it's part of it. And those already got watered. Oh, time to get the time. That was not an intended pun at all. This is called a larder, and you can store things in the larder. So, for cooking and like those jars that I've been picking up, I can, oh, look at this. I forgot to pick up my brass, that last one from Uncle Bill. Oh, how sad. So with that, we're going to end our episode and end our day. Thank you for following along. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. It helps YouTube like me better, and it lets me know I'm doing something that you all find interesting. And the most important thing is have a wonderful rest of your day.